it turns out that area, the NVA had built caves in those areas. They actually dug them out themselves and made caves in those areas. And we actually walked by those things, and we were stunned, I guess, because they didn't look like anything. It just looked like more jungle. But when we walked in certain areas, you could stomp on the top of these things and tell that it was hollow down below, but there was no place to get in. It didn't make any sense. That night, the dog, he was whimpering all night, and the dog handler couldn't keep him quiet. And again, there was nothing around us. We didn't know why the dog was whimpering so much. And so we just kind of thought the dog was being haywire or whatever, I don't know. Well, the next morning we were attacked. They killed the dog first, but they just overwhelmed us. They overwhelmed us. I remember, and this is kind of a bad thing in the middle of a gunfight, but I remember the first thing that happened to me was, I heard all of this firing and everything, and I woke up and I was sitting next to this tree, and we do dig these little miniature foxholes and so forth, and then we fill those, what we dig out of the dirt, we fill into our sandbags and so forth and build a little barrier here. But anyway, I woke up, and I woke up to this grenade blowing up in my face. It blew up in my face right there. And after it blew up in my face, my foxhole, the other person over here on this side, said, Sergeant Hyde's hit! And he yelled it out really loud and everything, and I have blood squirting out of my hands, and I'm going, God, I'm wondering what my face looks like. And then I turned off to my right, and our platoon sergeant was over there clutching his chest. The grenade that blew up in my face hit him and killed him. So I went through this thing in my mind, and I thought, I'm the next ranking sergeant here. I'm in command. During that time, Machine Gun Kelly, who was a marvelous person, his whole idea was he enlisted for the Army because his last name was Kelly, and he had read the comic books growing up about Machine Gun Kelly. And his whole shtick was he wanted to be called Machine Gun Kelly, and he was one hell of a machine gunner too. But the NVA got him as well, so we didn't have a machine gunner. We had a battalion of NVA attack 29 men. So that's like 200 to 29.